Y'all know about that saying about how you're the sum of the five people you hang around most? That's something I never thought about for real until after high school. But during the time, thinking about the situations I was in and who I became because of who I was around, it's becoming obvious to me. And to be real with y'all, that's probably one of the most important things that y'all can do in y'all life. Is be careful about who y'all let in y'all life and influence y'all. Especially if y'all hang around a lot, you're gonna have to deal with the pressure of people trying to ask you to do certain things, good or bad, which, of course, has its own consequences. But if your friend group is good and you guys work towards something better together, you will reap tons of benefits. I'd say the best people to be around is people that are on your level, but you guys are both trying to level up, or to be around others that are where you want to be and learning from them and basically rub it off on them. This is important because with this, both of you guys are leveling up if you guys are on the same level, or the whole group. And if you're in a different situation where you are cool with people who are on a higher status that you want to get to, you're learning from them. If I had 4 friends or 5 friends and all they wanted to do was party, smoke, drink, they don't do nothing for their future. Every time we talk, it's just about a different girl they talked to last night or how wasted they got at a party. It wouldn't really benefit me much. And nothing against people who do those things, but at some point you gotta realize that you can't keep just doing that every time. At some point you're gonna have to take control of your life and actually move forward. Grab yourself and not let yourself go and do better for yourself. Having people like that who don't take life serious to an extent around you all the time are really big distractions and can really hinder you from what you want to do. And besides, it's harder to do something when you're the only one doing it versus having friends that are on the same wavelength as you. Y'all both grinding and putting in work. Y'all could hold each other accountable. That's something that's very beneficial. There might be a day where I'm not really trying to do nothing, but my homeboy, he'd be like, "Hey, bro, come on, lock in." And then he snapped me out of it, and I'm like, "You right, gang. Let me get something done today," or vice versa. But when you have friends who don't have their priorities straight, that goes out the window. I'd say you better off being alone, grinding alone, than being around people who hinder you or hold you back. If you know you're ambitious and you have friends that don't really want to do too much, then don't let them make you feel bad about not going to certain events or certain places because you want to stay down and work on your craft. Some of them probably don't realize that you're working on your future and that matters more than some random party. And when you are trying to better yourself, they're going to think that you're trying to act too good or that you think you're too good to do the things that they do. When it's not even like that, you're just trying to lock in and stay down and do your thing. But don't be surprised if some of your friends are like that because a lot of people are like that. They live in the moment and that stops them from actually doing what they need to do to make sure that their future is good. A lot of people don't even know where they see themselves in 3 to 5 years. And I'm not saying you have to know exactly where you will be, but I think if you envision yourself at least having a certain lifestyle or living a certain way, having a certain level of success, that's a good start. And knowing that you would put in the effort now to make sure you achieve that way of life, knowing that you have a goal that you want to reach, it's like having a destination. And a lot of people don't know where they're going to be in 5 years. They don't have a destination. They're just wandering around. But the people who are goal oriented and know where they want to be in the next few years, they have a goal. They know where to head towards. So they act accordingly now because heading there now is what's going to get them there. But even if you don't know exactly what you want to do, if you have somewhat of an idea, at least you know the direction. At least you're still better off than a lot of other people. And when you do become successful, those friends that wasn't with you during the journey or kept trying to make you feel a certain way for trying to work on yourself, you know, be cool with them, but from a distance. I get it, not everybody perfect, but they still knew what they was doing when they was saying the things they said to you. And I'm already knowing people who think the way I do or are goal oriented, they try to bring up topics to their friends and they just don't do it. I know that's the goal, you know. You got your original group of friends from middle or high school or even college. You know, you want all y'all to work together and grind together and become something. But in a lot of cases, unfortunately, that's just not the case. But the good thing about it is you can't control other people, but you can control yourself, your thoughts, your mind, your actions. At least you know you can prepare yourself for it and that you'll be okay. But if you're already on your grind, you're already doing your thing, then this video really is just an affirmation. Or if you don't really hang out with nobody for real, you just be chilling by yourself, that's good for you too. That just means you got less distractions. But yeah, man, enough of me talking, man. Let's all keep putting in this work. Let's all keep doing our thing, man. Y'all go be great.